3.4 million players. That's how many people logged on to Fortnite last month at one single time. That is according to Ben Barrett from PC Games, that is. Also, one of the game's best players, last month he had more streams on Twitch than the hip-hop artist Drake. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you about the popular game Fortnite. If you have any form of social media, even if you haven't heard about the game, you've probably seen a clip or two of it. Okay, so I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about the game. So this is Fortnite for dummies, you might say. Okay, so when you're going to play, I'm on Battle Royale. That's the game mode that everybody plays. And you have 3 game modes down here. You got Solo, which is you playing by yourself, as I am right now. You have Duo, which is you and another person. Or you have Squad, which is 3 to 4 people, which is what I usually play on myself. Okay, so we're going to see if that logs in. It might not. Okay, so I can probably break this game down into 3 categories. You got your early game, you got your mid game, and you got your end game. Did I say that twice? I didn't mean to if I did. Alright, so on your early game, this is when you're first jumping out of the battle bus. There's a bus that takes you over the map, and you're going to jump out of this bus and land on one of the many locations that there is. Okay, so when you first start off, there's all these locations, and you can go to a high popularity place, or that has like more loot, or you could go to a low popularity place that doesn't have a lot of loot. An example of this, a low popularity place would be Wailing Woods, or a high popularity place would be Tilted Towers, which you might get eliminated at if you go there. Okay, so when you first land, you want to get as much materials and as many weapons as you can, because you're going to be vulnerable, because there's some people that'll just run around and they'll try to eliminate you as soon as you get down, especially if you're in a place like Tilted Towers. Okay, so the stuff you want to get, like loot, what I said, you got weapons, you got healables that'll help your health, like when you're getting down, and you got materials. Okay, so once a few players are eliminated, you should start thinking about your mid game. Okay, so loot should be on your mind to get better stuff once you already got just a few things to make you last. Okay, so on weapons, you have close range stuff like pistols, shotguns, and SMGs. Then you have medium range weapons, which would be like an assault rifle or something like that. And then you have your long range, which would be a sniper. And then you have just random stuff like explosives, like RPGs and grenade launchers. When you're picking a weapon, you have different rarities. You have a uncommon weapon, which is just not colored at all, a green, which is uncommon, you have a blue, which is rare, a purple, which is epic, and a gold, which is legendary, which is the best kind of weapon you can get. When you're thinking about materials, there's 3 of them. They have wood, they have brick, and they have steel. You build with these materials. Wood is the easiest to attain, but it's the least durable. Brick is a little bit easier to get, and it's a little bit harder to get, but it's more durable. And steel is the hardest to attain, but it's the most durable out of all of them. Alright, so when you're working on your end game, there should be about 20 to 25 people left. Okay, so what you do from here, it all depends on your play style. You can either hide and sneak around, or you can build. Me, myself, I usually do both of them. It just depends like how I'm feeling, or if I'm playing with a squad, or if I'm playing by myself. When it comes to sneaking and hiding, you want to keep other players' locations and their bases in mind, like where they're at. So like once you know where somebody's at, you can sneak up to their base, you can take out the bottom of their base, or you could rush their base and run up and try to get them from there. So when it comes to building, you want to build a good base so it's hard for other players to infiltrate it so they can't eliminate you. Okay, so once you pick one of these 2 things, the rest is just luck. It's just all, half of it's skill, half of it's luck. If you've made it this far, you're doing pretty good for yourself at this point, because it is hard. It is hard to win a game. Okay, so finally, that's really about it. If you didn't know about the game, I hope you know more about it now, and I want to tell you about one of my good experiences that I had one time when I was playing the game. Okay, so I made it to the end, like I said, and once it gets to about 10 people, then it gets really hard, especially if it goes down to 4 and the circle's closing in on you. So it was me and my buddies, and there was only one person left, but somehow he was messing up all me and my friends. And I know I just got the final kill, and I think that topped me off for like 7 or 8 kills in one game. And that was the best experience that I've had.